that somebody's not going to remember you when you're gone. Yeah. I mean, you could give me a million stories right now as to why somebody's not going to remember you. But somebody's going to, and you're living your life clumsily. Now that I got that out of the way, you know how I know that? Because I am sitting here on my work from home break today, and as I'm waiting on my next counseling session to come up, I am sitting and I am suddenly find myself listening to a 1975 recording of one of my cousins preach about being just an old farm preacher. How all his friends are so affluent and elegant, and he's on a plane he's never been on. But all he can think about is the camp meeting and the chickens and wanting to look out the window. When he looks out the window, he gets scared because he's looking for the Mississippi River, and it's going so fast that he don't think he's ever going to see the Mississippi River because he thought it would fly down lower than it did. And he said, I just see clouds and I need to not see clouds. So I shut my window and I think about a camp meeting and I think about the chickens out there. And I think, do you see how not far removed you are from the people that you think nobody will remember? You ever sit and think, well, I don't know who people were 100 years ago or 50 years ago, or I don't really have any family. I did not know that man. He was about 10 years behind me when I was born, and he was an old man at that time. I didn't know him. I only know him through snippets of his preaching. But I know him through snippets of his preaching, and I hear myself like I am an old man in 1975 telling stories about this campground, telling stories about this tent revival, talking about rescuing some chicken. Except for him it was chickens, and for me it's cows. I know that sounds silly and front porchy and maybe get a mason jar full of tea type of way, or I didn't need nothing, I was just calling. But it's true. And I sat here and I listened to that man preach for about 30 minutes, and it blessed me. And it was still as relevant today as it was in 1975. Still made all the sense. Do you know what it was about? Legacy. Do you know what I was thinking about today? Legacy. Not all strings attached are bad. Not all generational things are curses. Some of them are a blessing. And one day when I'm an old lady, one day when it's my time to be in glory, I hope and I know that one day there will be a little girl or a little boy or an older woman or an older guy, and they're going to be sitting and pull up all these old videos of this old farm preacher that just happened to end up on the internet. And they're going to say, I'm not so alone after all. And maybe we've always been this way. Maybe this is my birthright. Because you know what it is? And it might not be fancy, and it might not be extravagant, and it might not be all the things that the world calls good, but I call it legacy, and I'd much rather have good roots than I would a million other things that grow from them. So I just come to tell you today, maybe you think nobody's going to remember you. Maybe you don't got no family. Maybe you have kind of messed your life up to this point, but I come to tell you it's a great day to turn it around, because you don't know who could be listening to you in 50 years. And it might just be somebody like me who needed to hear it that day. And those people might keep your memory alive, never even met you before. So you stop living your life like you ain't got nothing to offer the world. Stop living your life like it should have turned out another way. And just accept the story that you got now, because it's a good one. And if I am any consolation to you, I come from a long line of preachers and a long line of farmers and a long line of a lot of other things too. But I relate to the long line that I just told you about today. You never know what you're passing down. And you never know what somebody's passed down to you. So next time you feel alone, you just remember you might not know who they are like I've been blessed to. But one day you might find out. And if not, one day you might be the person on the other side of a little old scratchy recording talking about the Lord in a plane they'd never been on and somehow rescuing a chicken. You do have a legacy. It's not as bad as you think. Quit feeling sorry for yourself and do something about it. Change the story. Change your life. It's a great day to edit if you want to.